Just be happy. Why not? Just be happy. Don't stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time once again for the Happy Show. And I am called Happy, H.A.P.I. That's heavenly anointed presence innately. That's in me, that's in you, that's in all of us. Yes, and make sure that we're all in the same vibration, the same accord, same spirit. For 3 counts of 3, I want you to inhale God, your creator, whatever makes you positive, and then exhale love. Okay, you got it? On the sound of 3, you ready? 1, 2, 3. How do you feel? Yes, me too. Well, we were really ready for an exciting show today. We have an extremely special guest, Kathy, and she's going to tell you what she does and how she makes people happy. So I want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy yourself. But give us a call. You too can be our guest on our show. Give us a call at 415-573-5549. That's 415-573-5549. Come on our show and be on time and tell us what it means to be happy and what happiness means to you. And now for our extremely special guest, Kathy. Yes. Hey, how are you?
Doing fantastic.
Welcome to be on this show. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Excuse me.
Oh,
Out of respect and appreciation, that's why I do that. Yay! I'm so glad you brought your light here. Oh my God, this is so exciting.
I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
You know, the attitude of gratitude is so wonderful to have for everything and every situation at all times. And, you know, I have so much gratitude to your light. You shine your light seemingly in every situation all the time, regardless if it's favorable or not. The light still comes through. Yes. You know, is this your passion, what you do?
So actually, what I wanted to take a moment to say is that I'm actually on a sabbatical right now from my work. And the reason why I took that sabbatical is so that I can more deeply explore into the meaning of happiness and how to find happiness for me in my life. And so to answer your question, absolutely, my work is one of my great passions, but sometimes I think we also need to just take a moment for ourselves and, you know, honor our body, honor our spirit, and listen when there's a deeper call for us to understand, you know, how to really find meaning and joy in every moment in life.
Yes, it's like every moment is gone the instant we receive it. You know, and we so often ponder on the past, which really doesn't last. And if we're on the past, then the present passes us.
Right.
So it's
a great way of thinking.
The reason why it's so complicated is because it's so simple. But its consistency makes the rewards so abundantly grateful. Gratitude is the most highest honor of treasures that exists out there. Whoa! Yay! I'm so excited.
Be happy. Why not? Just be happy. Don't.
Hey, you know, I'm gonna ask you. Well, how did you grow up?
How did I grow up?
Yeah, where did you grow up? Where are you from originally?
You know, that's a great question. You know, a lot of people say they're global citizens, right? They're citizens of the world. I really feel that in my case. It's true because I was born in Shanghai, China. I lived there for 6 years. I moved to Australia when I was 6. I lived there for 2 years. And then I moved to Manchester, England. Spent a lot of my formative years through the early teenage years there.
Of course.
And then I moved to the U.S. when I was 15. Wow. And I've been here for the most part ever since.
Well, so were you raised by a large family, small family, and you know, how was your sisters, brothers?
Yeah, exactly. I was raised, when I was living in China, I was actually raised by my grandparents and some of my parents' extended family.
Yeah.
And my parents were carving out a life for themselves in Australia.
I understand.
Yeah, and so when I joined them when I was 8,
Wow.
it was really just our nuclear family that moved around. My parents,
Of course, because your grandmother was there, so she kept the safety pin together.
well, she actually stayed behind in China. So
Yes.
I moved to join my parents in Australia.
Interesting. How did you
That's
feel?
right.
How was it?
Oh gosh, it was a brand new world. You know, it was
Yeah,
absolutely incredible.
yeah.
So many new experiences and new
Wonderful.
beginnings.
Yeah. Well, you came out to be a perfect DNA example of the both parents that came in to create this wonderful, wonderful opportunity that people can help themselves. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, yay! You know, I saw you down at the light place down there, and I don't tell people what I do, but that light down there is pretty powerful.
That's
You know,
right.
it really works in an everyday situation too.
Yep.
You know, and you know, one of the $364,000 questions that I do ask my guests that are on the show here, that can help promote what I do. I created this show because most people think happiness is money,
Right.
and they think other people makes you happy.
That's right.
So one of the requirements to be on the show, and I'm gonna give it to you, is I want you to look into the camera 3 there and tell people what it means to be happy and what happiness means to you.
Happy. So I'm glad that you started, this conversation by saying that a lot of people believe happiness comes from money, comes from success, comes from other people. Because I also used to believe that. I believe that happiness came from, achieving certain things, hitting certain goals. And what I realized during the course of that journey was, whenever I managed to finally achieve, what it is that I had set out for myself, I still wasn't happy. I still wasn't satisfied. And eventually, what I really realized was, you have to recognize that happiness comes from within. That the ultimate source of happiness, that the ultimate source of love, comes from your soul. Deep down, you are complete. You are lovable. And you're enough, just being who you are, without needing to accomplish anything else, without needing to achieve anything else, or be anything else for anyone else. And then when you truly come to that realization, that's when there's an incredible feeling of liberation, of freedom, and happiness.
Happiness, I felt that when you said it. I felt, wow, why am I feeling so happy? These accomplishments of achievements. That was an interesting, I've had so many opinions about being happy. It's an internal thing. It's something you deciding to do.
Internal, yes.
In any situation.
That's exactly right. It's a choice. Happiness is always a choice.
That's exciting. That is exciting.
And I think it's also taking yourself out of the moment too, to focus on what's happening around you, because then you can see that there's magic actually unfolding in every moment. You start noticing all of the coincidences, all the synchronicities that are happening in the universe. You start realizing how beautiful the world is. You notice the flowers that are blooming on the roadside. You start noticing the smiles on the people's faces that you're coming across. And I think when your eyes are opened in that way, every moment of life is happy.
Yes. That makes me very, very exciting because I'm happy. I'm really, really happy. I had, normally I have my angelic. He's on the show. It's just an angel puppet that he normally takes the show over sometimes, and he tells people why he's here. He's from the divine, yes, and he tells people, why he was sent to Earth. And, if you come on the show again sometime, we'll love this opportunity for you can, tell everyone, what are you, your business. If you had a second choice, what other choice would it be other than what you're doing?
That's a great question. Wow, that's really profound.
Want me to take a moment?
No, I think I have a sense. I think I would be a coach. I would be a life coach. I would help other people find out what inspires them, what their hidden untapped talents are. So many people out there are lost, you know.
Yes.
They're stuck. They don't have inspiration, and they're trapped in the message, I think, that the world sends and sells them, you know, on a very materialistic way.
Yes.
And what I feel that I have a gift to do, Happy,
Yes.
is that I can inspire people to find that truth, that source of joy from within, and help them to create a life that is filled with magic and happiness.
Wow, that's it. That's it. Thank you so very much. You know, got to do it every time. Want somebody to touch, prove around. You know, self-motivation for this nation. That's what I always tell Queen, and we go around and tell her self-motivation for this nation. That would unify us, and it won't divide us, because we are one.
That's right.
We are exactly one. You know, and you know, I am so glad that you remembered to come on this show, right? And maybe I would like to have you again sometime when Angelica is on the show, right? And let me see, did I cover everything? Oh, sisters and brothers. How many sisters and brothers you have?
I have a little brother. He's 14 years younger than
How
me.
could you leave him out?
I know. How could I do it?
What's his name?
His name is Joshua.
Josh. What?
He's very special. Yeah.
Excuse me a second. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Kathy on this show, and she's going to tell you about Joshua, her little special brother. Yes. Of course, thought we were going to mention him. Let us talk about it. Come on, tell me about it.
So Joshua was born when I was 14 years old.
Yeah.
It's funny because I'd always ask my parents for a sibling.
Yeah.
Growing up as an only child can get a bit
Wait,
boring.
1 second.
You know?
Ladies and gentlemen, did I tell you he was special? Okay, sorry. Go ahead, continue.
And so I always asked my parents for a little brother or sister because growing up as an only child can get kind of boring, you know?
Yes.
But by the time that I stopped asking, because I kind of got used to being, you know, my mom said, you know, guess what? You're going to have a little brother.
Wow.
And so because I was already a teenager, I remember very clearly every single part of him growing up, when he was a little baby, when he was a toddler. And then I went off to college, you know, and I think that for a large part of his growth and development, I was gone away at school. But despite that, we still have a close relationship. And I actually just got back from the East Coast. I took him on a visit to all the colleges that he wants to go to.
Now, what part of East Coast were you at?
We started out in Boston.
Boston.
He visited Harvard
Interesting.
University.
How old is he now?
He's now going to be 17
You know he's
in
very
November.
proud of you. You know he's very proud
I'm
of you.
very proud of him.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, but he really thinks you inspire him.
Incredible.
Those things you said you wanted to do, you do that for him.
Thank
Already, you
you.
know that, right?
Thank you, Happy.
Wow,
Yeah.
interesting. Wow. I didn't mean to cut you short on it because,
No.
but see,
I can talk all day because he's so talented and gifted.
Well, see, you know-
know?
ladies and gentlemen, I'm so glad I followed my gut inside that light to talk about this special, special, special being. We all are special, but we need to share our love and our light to everyone and not keep it cuddled underneath the bush or a hole. Spread your light everywhere you go. And the best way to be happy, do what she does. Make someone else happy and see how you feel. Important person. You know, when I met you, I felt you. Did you feel me too?
I did.
I felt you. And it's the language, universal language that everyone speaks. Do you know what it is?
The
universal language that everyone speaks.
What is it?
The language of the heart.
Ah.
It's the sincereness of being sincere. That makes sense? Yeah.
Of course.
Feels pretty comfortable. Yeah. You know, and I'm so glad that you spoke to the people out there and told them where to search for the happiness.
So my passion is really to bring the spark back to people who are, you know, demotivated for some reason, or who are stuck in a rut. And what I do is I help them see the magic that's happening in their lives. And oftentimes these are small things, these are little things, but because people get into a routine, they stop being grateful. They stop appreciating, right? In the morning, what is first thing when you open your eyes? 3 things that you're grateful for in that moment. You know, start off every single morning that way, and you just have you've set a tremendous vibration for the rest of that day, and things will be better, right? Because you're taking stock to actually think about, wow, I have a really awesome life. You know, I have all these things that I should be grateful for, and you're starting the day off that way. So that's one of the things that I tell people to help them find that spark again, that joy again. And another thing that I recommend is taking some time out of your day, no matter how small, to appreciate yourself. Do something that you love. You know, I think when we become adults, we forget the child within us. We forget to do all these things that used to bring us so much joy when we were kids. So for example, a very simple thing you can do that'll put a huge smile on your face is put on your favorite tune, put on your favorite song, and dance in your room, you know, wave your arms around, and, you know, just let yourself go. And by the end of that song, you're going to feel 10,000 times happier than when you started. These tiny little things that you can do, you know, take 5 minutes out to meditate. Find a nice, beautiful spot, you know, in your backyard. Close your eyes and just be still. Be still in that moment and quiet your mind. Tiny little things that you can do, that you can squeeze into every single day, that truly will bring more happiness to your life.
Fantastic. I agree with you 203%. Yeah. You know, it's interesting. When we go to Queen and I sometimes in a place called Vipassana meditation.
Mm-hmm.
You heard of it before?
Yes, I have.
Have you tried it yet?
I actually do something a little different. When I meditate, I practice a technique called chakra meditation, which is a little different from Vipassana.
You never done Vipassana before?
I've not really tried Vipassana before, but I've heard that it's very beneficial for lots of people.
What's the difference?
So Vipassana, as far as I understand, is simply to be still and to quiet your mind, right? And not really control what comes up. And to just be still in that moment. Now, chakra meditation is actually when you direct your attention and your focus to 3 main chakras in your body. Your third eye, which is the center of intuition and higher seeing. Your heart chakra, which is universal love. And your navel chakra, which is the seat of personal power. And what you do is you play certain music that is attuned to each of these chakras to help the energy centers open. And as you're listening to the music, you're focusing your attention on that chakra.
Interesting. You know, give them a call, how they can contact you once again, a number and a location.
You can contact me at Kathy, MZHU at gmail.com. So yeah, just feel free to send me an email or send me a text for 650-391-5379.
Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. I got to quit. I got to go. You know, that's all, y'all. You know, she's a great motivator. You guys want to try to getting started, she can help you. Yes. Very good person. A lot of light. Can turn you on to yourself. So, that's it. Got to go now. Just be happy. Why not?
Be happy. Why not? Just be happy. Don't